What's good, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today is episode 5 of Is It Worth the Bread? All right. And in this series of Is It Worth the Bread, I asked the question, is these firearms or accessories or anything worth your hard-earned money? All right. So I posed that question and I answered that question. Now, as always, these are just my opinions. So you take it as you want to. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just giving you information to make an educated decision on, to make a purchase or not. You know what I mean? So I'm giving you, some information that you can use or not to decide on buying a firearm or an accessory, whatever. So today's video is on the PSA Dagger, Palmetto State Armory Dagger. All right, and the Dagger is a nice pistol. It's a really nice pistol. It's a Glock Gen 3 clone, but that's what I believe. Some people say it's not, but who cares what they say? It's a Glock Gen 3 clone, solidly built pistol, nice aesthetics, solidly built. It's a nice gun. It's a nice gun. I have one myself. I actually bought this one that's on the screen now, which is the extreme carry cut. Excuse me. With the Dr. Slide and a threaded barrel, and it came with a Vortex Venom, and the color is sniper green. All right, this is the exact same one that I got, and you see the price tag on it is $500. All right, so let's say you're like, hey, I don't really need all of this. I don't really need the extreme carry cut, Dr. Slide. I don't really need the threaded barrel. I don't need the Vortex Venom. I don't need all of that. I just need a gun. I just need something that's not really too highly priced and a nice gun. So you have these. You have just a Dagger without all of those bells and whistles, and it'll run you $300. All right, $300 for a Gen 3 Glock clone. Not bad, right? So, let me take you back. Let me read you a little bit of information on the Dagger. The Dagger is a 9mm striker fire pistol. It has a 4.5-inch barrel length. It is polymer with stainless steel slide and all of that other stuff. Okay, it has ergonomic grip shape, Dr. cut mount optics, and that's if you got the model that I have, flat face trigger, and all of that. It comes with a 15-round magazine. One magazine, that's all you get. All right, so what else we got in here? None of that really matters right now. Yeah, none of that matters. So let me go back to the gun. You got front and rear cocking serrations, and I did a review on this. So if you're interested in one of these, make sure you check out the review. I'll put the card up in here somewhere. Make sure you check that out. But front and rear cocking serrations, you got a rail, accessory rail. So if you want to put a light on there, whatever you want to put on there, you have a hinge trigger. You see that trigger has that little two little parts right there. You also have some nice grip textures, sandpaper like. I like it. The grip texture was definitely something that was a plus for me on this gun. If you do get this model, it comes with the Vortex Venom, which is okay. It's not the greatest optic. I think I just got it just because it came with all the bells and whistles, and I was like, well, hey, I get an optic. I probably overpaid for the optic, but who cares? We ain't talking about that right now. I said threaded barrel and whatever. I mentioned everything with it. It doesn't have A&B controls, takedown like a Glock, and all that good stuff. This part right here was my trouble area. Can I zoom in this? Can I zoom on that part? Yeah, this part right here was my trouble area, okay? This is the part of the gun that I did not like. This is the part of the gun that made my shooting experience worse than it was. This is what I'm not really a fan of this little thing on the trigger guard. I'm not really a fan of that, okay? But this right here is an MFer, okay? I don't like this little hump anyway. It does have a little palm swell to me. Well, it has a palm swell. Not as significant as the M18, okay? Not as significant as that, but it does have a palm swell. This finger groove is terrible. This finger groove with my hand size made my knuckle right up in this area, which made it uncomfortable for me to shoot. So while I believe I did put about 200 rounds through it, I maybe 100, 200 rounds. I can't remember the exact number right now, but I did put some rounds through it, and it wasn't an enjoyable experience just from shooting it. Now, also, it wasn't an enjoyable experience because I had some malfunctions. All right. So whenever you have malfunctions, you know, I like to take it back to the desk, back to the gun room, and I like to check out some things that went wrong and say, hey, what can I do to make this gun perform at its top level? What can I do? And as a reviewer, somebody who puts out content, you know, I believe that that's my job is to not shit on the gun just because it doesn't work the first time out the gate, because there's variables that may have caused that. So the first thing I want to look at is, it was a shooter error, and I believe no, I don't believe it was shooter error at all. Two shooters, same results. So I wouldn't say, personally, I won't say it was shooter error. You can look at my videos, see the way I was shooting it, see the way my son was shooting it, and you can make that decision for yourself if you can, you know, get enough information to you know, come to a conclusion. But me personally, I don't think it was shooter error. But I had a couple failures. And to me, you know, is it the end of the world? No. It's a $300 gun, essentially. You know, without all the bells and whistles, a $300 gun. So what I didn't lube it, I didn't clean it, anything. Straight out of the box, the way it came, it's the way I shot it. And I understand that, you know, some people are like, oh, well, if you gotta do all of that, then it's not worth. No, it don't work like that, and not in my book. So my goal is, I'm gonna get it back to the range after I oil it. That sounded weird. After I oil it and lube it and clean it and all of that, I'm gonna take it back to the range. Now, if I have those same issues with it being cleaned, lubed, everything, then I might have to come to the conclusion that maybe the gun is just not that good a gun. All right. But and I want to make the statement, I'm not going to, it's a $300 gun, you get what you pay for. There's tons of $300 guns, or you know, under $500 guns that shoot very well. A lot of people make that comment that, oh, well, you get what you pay for. That's not true, because the Prodigy, the Springfield Armory Prodigy, is a $1,500 gun, and I've seen people have problems with that. Not just that, there's other guns that are, you know, may cost more than that people have problems with. So it's not essentially what you pay for is what you get. You know, what you pay for is what you pay for. When any price range, you can have, you know, a bad gun, or a gun that just doesn't perform to the standard that it should. All right. And this could be one of them. So after I, you know, do all of that, take it back to the range, run my test through it again, try it out. If it still has those problems, then I might have to deem it not carry worthy, and, you know, make the decision either to keep it or get rid of it. Or, you know, to me, it was never a carry gun for me. It was basically like a backup gun, something to, you know, have as a spare and stuff like that. I could throw around, not really worry about it. It's like, it's $500. I ain't really stressing it. Stuff like that. All right. So, like I said, you can get it for $300, plain Jane, no optic, no threaded barrel, and doesn't have the extreme cuts. Okay, you can get it that way. Now, I always like to look at Gunbroker because maybe you can find a deal on Gunbroker. Now, if you know me, you know that I always do buy now option because I don't like bidding, because I don't like losing. So, you can buy a dagger on here for around the same price. Okay, that's all they had on there for the dagger. That's crappy, but you can get a dagger on here for around the same price. Me personally, I would get it from the website. If you don't like the PSA website, or they might be out of stock, which they are commonly out of stock. You know, it's no surprise if you get on the website and they're out of stock for, you know, a week or so, or a couple of days. So make sure that you check back frequently if they're not. One thing that is a plus about the dagger is that it does have a lot of options when it comes to frame color or slide color. So you see right here we have the red, white, and blue with the flag imprint. With the black frame, I have the sniper green frame with the black slide. They also, no, I have the sniper green slide with the black frame. Yeah, there we go. And they also come with the sniper. You can buy the sniper green frame as well. It's like $100, so you can buy that, which I plan on doing. So it can all be sniper green. You can buy different barrels for it. You can buy different slides with different type of cuts in it, doctor cuts and you know, optic cuts and all of that stuff. So when it comes to interchangeability, you got a lot of options, which is a plus. You know, if you one of those people who like to, you know, kind of be swagged out with your weapon, or, you know, your gun match your shoes and stuff like that, you have that ability. There's a ton of frames, ton of color options when it comes to frames and slides that you can do with the dagger. Nice little bag that it comes with. I like these cuts that are in this one. I was thinking about getting that one in the sniper green, stuff like that. But, you know, I ain't really stressing it. But so the dagger to me is not gonna break the bank. It's not one of those guns. Even if you go high option, this come with a Holosun, so you can get the dagger with the 507C. Oh, this is in PA, so it's local. For $625. To me, is it worth $625? No, I wouldn't pay an extra $125 for just, you know, that, because basically that's what you get. But I got an optic on mine, so let's just say you pay $300, and then for this, it's not worth another $300. All right, so you'd be better off getting this, and not this whole package, but getting this, and then you can find this for, you know, $100 and some bucks, maybe $200 or something like that. So this to me is not a deal. But all in all, is the PSA dagger worth your bread? I say yes. I would say that the dagger is worth your bread because at a value budget price point, I believe it hits that mark. Did I have issues with it? Yes. Can they be rectified? Yes. Will I carry this gun? Not as a first option. No way is a first option. And that's personal preference. Like, I like my gun to be solid. If I'm going to, you know, expect my life to be, you know, saved with this gun, I want my gun to be solid. I don't want no issues with my gun. Now, say I clean it, lube it, take it back to the range, and I put up 1,500, 2,000 rounds through it, and it has no failures. Then at that point, I believe, hey, you made a comeback, my boy. You know, we good now. You know, you can come back. So I believe it is a possibility. I believe that you can be in a GBG to get back, gang, and make it back, you know, with the you know, the carry folk. Like I said, for right now though, no, you gotta sit on the outside and look in. But I believe it's a good budget gun. You know, if you like the Glock style gun, but maybe you ain't willing to spend $500-600 on the Glock, this could be, you know, kind of an entry level gun for you to get you kind of ready. I don't think it feels like a Glock. The handle, the grip, the texture is not Glock-ish. It's not Glock-like. So if you want the Glock feel, maybe in this area, not really this, that's not a Glock, but maybe like the kind of Finger groove, you might get a Glock feel, but like the undercut is kind of different than the Glock. The slide, maybe the takedown, that stuff is kind of Glock like. But overall, I wouldn't say that this gives you a Glock feel, none at all, because I didn't feel like I was holding a Glock. To me, I feel like the Glock frame, like the grip, is a little longer. I'm not sure on the exact measurements on them, but just by holding them, I feel like the Glock grip is a little longer. Maybe I'm tripping though. But another plus thing about this is that it takes Glock magazines. So they come with KCI mags or Magpul mag, P mags or something like that. They come with different magazines, off brand, crappy kind of looking magazines. And your Glock magazines are compatible with this. So your 9mm Glock mags will fit in this. Only ones that probably won't fit are single stack magazines like your 48 and your 48 and your 43. And the 43X, is that? No, that's double stack. Is it? I don't know, but those magazines won't fit in here. The 26 magazine won't fit in here either. I believe it's too short. So to my knowledge, from offhand right now, that's the only ones that won't fit in there. So you got a nice selection of Glock magazines. So if you got Glock magazines, the 17s, you got the 19s, you got all of those Glock magazines, they are compatible with this gun. So that's another plus. So to me, the Dagger's worth the bread. You should definitely check one out. Nicely priced, decent looking, all right feeling gun. So definitely check one out. It's Urban Gun Reviews. Ooh, my voice cracked. Ooh, I feel like a prepubescent teen. But it's Urban Gun Reviews. If you like this video, you can let me know by clicking that thumbs up and sharing this video and comment on this video. All of them things let me know that you rocking with your boy and that you like this video. All right, that's the only way I'm gonna know. Let's help build this channel, grow this channel. You know what I mean? If you rocking with me, then let's do it. Let's get them subs up, let's get them views up, let's get them likes up, all of that good stuff. All right, but it's Urban Gun Reviews, and we out to the next time. Stay blessed, stay strapped.